I would like to invite Mr. Terence Ng, our commercial director for Britannica Asia. Please give him a big round of applause.
Wow, that's a very profound session. I think a lot of you have enjoyed that one. I'm sure those online as well. I know there were quite a number of questions, wasn't it, that was still unanswered. I think the more key thing here is all about engagement, continuing the discussion, and of course, having that human touch. That reminded me of a logo of a very old technology firm, and I'm sure many of you would still remember. The brand is called Nokia. If you remember when you turn on the phone, what does it say? Human touch. But having said that, that's really, really profound. A lot of the key messages there are pretty much not just about the technology alone, but it's absolutely you and us, you and me, human beings, right? I'm glad all of you have lasted until now. I mean, stayed engaged throughout, and kudos to all of you. Please pat yourself at the back. And of course, as we conclude today's event, I've observed not only educators, administrators, and partners, but also pioneers, right? We commenced this morning with a vision. Um, of the future in education. And throughout the hours of in depth discussions, demonstrations, and even candid conversations, that vision has evolved into a roadmap and a potential roadmap. Our theme for this closing is succinct. Your journey to teaching smarter begins now. Not next semester, not next year, but the instant you depart from these premises. We commence the day by discussing the ecosystem of empowerment. Um, it serves as a crucial reminder that AI, or artificial intelligence, is not just intended to replace the essence of the classroom. Who are they? The teacher, you. Instead, as we discerned, it functions as the connecting thread between the school's objectives, the student's inquisitiveness, and the teacher's well being. We discovered that then AI is implemented judiciously. It does not merely add another task to the list. It alleviates the administrative burden. Yes, it does, enabling us to concentrate on the human aspect of mentorship. For the leaders among us, you know, many of you here, the session from overwhelmed to empowered likely resonated deeply. Transitioning a school from traditional methods of AI integrated ones presents a formidable challenge. I know, heard many of you spoke about it. However, the key takeaway was evident. Leadership in the era of consequences, it entails fostering a conducive environment for experimentation. It involves transitioning from the state of being overwhelmed by the question of how to control this technology to the state of empowerment in harnessing its potential. Subsequently, we witness the practical application of how during the live demo of Britannica Studio and Teacher R. We observe how trusted, meticulously vetted content, the gold standard that Britannica has maintained for over 2.5 centuries, collides with the efficiency of contemporary AI. Witnessing early on with Chris demoing on Britannica Studio as well, generate customized curriculum aligned lesson plans in mere seconds that are grounded in Britannica's dependable data was, I think, many of us, and I heard some, discussions early on, the pivotal moment of the day demonstrated that we do not have to compromise on accuracy for speed. Um, this was perhaps the most profound transformation of the day, specifically from we transitioning from perceiving AI as an answer machine or a calculator to viewing it as a Socratic partner by employing AI to ignite inquiry rather than merely providing a definitive conclusion. We are imparting to our students the most crucial skill of the 21st century. And what's that? the art of formulating superior questions. Finally, our panel discussion early on, of course, and the fireside chat provided us with the necessary reality check. We discussed the potential pitfalls, the hallucinations of AI, ethical concerns, and the significance of human oversight. We discovered that what potentially works intentionally and what does not is using technology solely for its own sake. So why Britannica and why now, right? We live in an era of information overload where the challenge for students is not finding an answer, but determining if the answer is accurate. We are glad that, for us in Britannica, for the last 2.5 centuries, the objectives and the mission has consistently been the beacon of truth. By integrating AI, we're not only merely providing a faster search engine, we are offering a trusted partner. The journey to teaching smarter commences with a single step. It begins, number one, it begins by attempting one AI generated curriculum aligned lesson plan per next week, probably. Some of you may begin by encouraging one student to utilize AI to generate a research question instead of just composing an essay, right? It begins by recognizing that the time or your time is a valuable resource and you now possess the tools to reclaim it. As you depart today, do not feel compelled to evaluate some of the tools that we've just demonstrated or any other tools, of course. Simply commit to be a learner yourself. After all, we're all learners as long as we breathe on this earth, right? The ecosystem of empowerment we discussed this morning is now your ecosystem. You have the tools, you have the ever reliable content of Britannica as well. And most importantly, you have the community of educators present in this room. From all of us in Britannica, and surely I'm representing all my colleagues here, we would like to thank you to all the esteemed speakers, our panelists, and most importantly, thank you for your unwavering commitment to your students. The journey to teaching smarter does not conclude today, definitely not. It commences the moment you return to your schools. Let us embark this journey to teaching smarter together. And thank you very much, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you.